Hi, it's Clark Reid with today's tech headlines. If you wouldn't mind, give us a like. If you do enjoy or find the reports useful, tap the like button, and you can also subscribe by hitting the little bell icon so you'll know when the new reports are up. Nothing like breaking your own rules. That seems to be the case with Google. Research from Adalytics picked up by the Wall Street Journal found that YouTube ads were running in violation of Google's own policy and promises. Google promises advertisers YouTube ads will run on high-quality sites ahead of video content with audio turned on, and also with ads that only charge if the viewer doesn't skip the ad. Adalytics claims this criteria is not met 80% of the time, with ads being played with audio off in small pop-up windows aside from the main content, and also on websites that don't meet Google's bar for quality. Data was gathered to show this over the course of 2022 and 2023 from over 1,100 brands' ads and billions of ad impressions. As word gets out, a lot of advertisers are probably going to be looking for adjustments on their bills as they didn't get what they were promised. Google, of course, does deny the claim. More bugs on the Twitter platform, of course, as the system staggers along with very few staffers that are left after Elon Musk laid off most of the payroll. ArsTechnica.com reports that users have found that Twitter is either glitching or intentionally limiting access to complete lists of any given user's followers, including Musk's. Also yesterday, some users began reporting that Twitter is randomly restricting their accounts from following, liking, retweeting for 3 days, supposedly after they violated Twitter's spam policy. These users claim they took action after they blocked ads or simply tweeted a few times. I have a friend that this actually happened to, and a software engineer that got the violation notice said, at least in his case, he didn't seem to actually be blocked or limited from using the platform. Seems like the notice just went out in error. Just another bug. Even though General Motors has inked a deal with Tesla to use the latter's supercharger network, don't think the General won't be a fierce competitor in the EV market and related ones. And now, BGR.com says General Motors has planned to release 3 home systems to compete with Tesla's Powerwall home battery systems. The first one is the Ultium Home V2H bundle that will allow people to run their house from the car or truck's battery pack, presuming it's charged, in an emergency. A second system is the Ultium Home Energy Storage Bundle. This one is intended to store energy from like solar panels on your house. And the third one is the whole ball of wax, the Ultium Home Energy System, home storage for your solar panels, plus the ability to run off the car or truck battery pack. One advantage over Tesla is the vehicle-to-home charging, something Tesla doesn't presently have. Elon Musk thinks people don't want bidirectional charging. Note to Elon, yes, they do. No pricing has been released yet, but expect the GM systems to be price competitive with Powerwalls and similar other systems. The EU has approved a scary piece of draft legislation allowing governments to spy on journalists in the name of, quote, national security. It's euphemistically called the European Media Freedom Act, according to thenextweb.com. Apparently, France introduced the exception to the legislation, putting in the exception to ban on deploying spyware against journalists, provided it's used in the interests of national security. The EU is set to approve the disturbing new media surveillance law, and the exemption would allow member states to hack into journalists' phones if they suspect the sources could be talking to criminals involved in anything the state perceives as a threat. A broad array of crimes, ranging from murder, theft, music piracy, will now be considered as legal justification for using surveillance software on reporters. If this gets final approval, don't expect much freedom of the press in the European Union. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.